Hey, good morning, everyone. Lisa Freed here, and welcome to episode 75 of Before My Morning Coffee. So this morning, I am kind of shaking my head at myself a little bit, and it feels like, wow, Lisa, you just keep talking about the same things over and over and over and over and over again. Once again, we're revisiting faith and trust, surrender. And I talk about the same things because this is what's alive on my heart this morning. So I don't plan them out. There's no like, oh, look at, I think that everyone needs to hear this. No, this is what's alive in me. So we're going to talk about it because maybe it's alive in you. Maybe you haven't heard the other 74 episodes where we've revisited this how many times. Maybe this is just the right and perfect timing for you to hear this message. So I am a self-proclaimed control freak in so many ways. And I really want to lean deeply into faith and trust. And yet, find myself in this space where I am trying to control the things that I know that I can control, or that I have the illusion that I can control. So, Thursday night, a situation starts to evolve, minor one, and I'm all set to lose my ever-loving mind. And I'm like, just chill, Lisa. Like, just chill. It'll be okay. We don't need to get that worked up, stressed out, freaked out about things. We can just do a loving thing, the kind thing. And instead, no, I went in full-fledged fight mode over this. And I would keep going into prayer and be like, okay, God, like, just allow me to be willing to let this go. And at the end of the day, no. Like, I made the situation so ugly in my attempts to control it that I'm embarrassed today about it. And what I would normally do when feeling this way, this anxiousness, this need to control, would be to work out. Well, yesterday, while working out, I got partway through one of my workouts for the day. I was like, oh, man, I'm exhausted. Form's not great. I'm going to just pause here. I'll come back to it. That's okay. And as I paused and sat down, I was like, oh, well, let me stand up and get something. I tweaked my back. So yesterday I was unable to finish my workout. And today, again this morning, the only workout that looks to be in sight is some gentle stretching, which is not my favorite because I was trying to control when it was that I was going to finish the program that I was doing. I was trying to speed things up and fast track things, and now things have the appearance of slowing down. So I have another opportunity to surrender and release control. To practice faith and trust. And one of the practices that comes to mind is to give it to God. You know, here, God, you take this. This is yours. Here, God, I just surrender this to you. Thy will, not my will be done. But one of the practices that I heard before that uses different terminology other than God for those that God doesn't resonate is that of handing it over to the manager. If you've ever worked in the service industry and there would be, or a restaurant industry, and there would be a table that was having some challenges or whatever, well, you'd just send the manager over to deal with it, and the manager would deal with it. In any corporate hierarchy, there was always a boss that was at a different level than you, and you could elevate these concerns to them, and they would take over, whether or not they would impart their wisdom on you, whether they would handle challenging customer service, maybe whatever was needed would be done. And it removed that weight from your shoulders. So today I invite you to use whatever words that you use, whether you're going to give it up to God, whether you're going to hand this over to the manager. You can do a written list and ask that it be handed over to the manager. You can do just to vocalize it, just say it out loud. You can visualize it. You can do whatever you feel will work for you. And know that in doing so and in practicing this and repeating it more and more and more and using this tool, you can lean further into faith and trust. Find joy and surrender. And receive peace and ease and comfort and love. So I invite you to give whatever feels like a burden, whatever feels hard, whatever feels challenging, whatever feels frustrating, whatever feels painful. Hand it over to the manager. Give it up to God. Sink back into surrender and experience a deepening of your faith and your trust. I wish you a day as beautiful as you, and I send you so much love. From my rebel heart to yours. May your day be one of ease and joy and splendor. And I will be back again tomorrow with another episode of Before My Morning Coffee. Bye for now, everyone.